Welcome to the RS2G podcast, where I motivate, inspire listeners by discussing failures, success, and the journey of a rebirth. If you're someone who wants to hear the honest truth from a host that puts his right hand to God, as I interview people who have built empires and sometimes watch them crumble as their lives have taken an unexpected twists and turns, this podcast is for you. Life is not always easy. And as a combat military veteran, active military for 14 years, I know about sacrifice and facing fears and true loyalty. I can't wait to take you on this rebirth journey with myself and my guests as we discuss life and living with your right hand to God. Boom. Welcome to the RS2G podcast. And, we got a good December going on. We're about to end the year with a bang. We got the infamous BDave, Brendan Davis, as we call it from Long Beach. C-Dave in the house tonight. A huge YouTuber. And, I'm blessed to have him come on our show tonight so he could just explain to the kids his mindset, his entrepreneurship skills, what he's doing, and what he's got going on in the next couple of years. So let's welcome BDave to the show, everybody. Let's welcome BDave. What's up, BDave?
Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Man, you're so humble, man. I appreciate you coming, man. I remember when I first met you and I saw that look in your eye, and I'm like, this kid is going somewhere. And I'm just appreciative that you just giving me your presence on my platform. So I appreciate it.
When he looked into me, he must have seen that dog in me, because I swear I got it.
Yeah, he got that dog in him. Everybody, if you guys don't know, tune in right now. Type in BDave in YouTube, and you will see all his fights. You will see, if you don't know him, you about to get him now. You about to know him now in the next hour. This is BDave, man, and he's been doing a lot of awesome things for the community, a lot of awesome things for himself, and a lot of awesome things with YouTube, man. So I just want to bring BDave on the show, man. Where you from, BDave?
I'm from here, man. Tampa, Florida. A little bit north, but a little bit north of here.
Okay.
Newport Richey.
Newport Richey?
Yep.
Okay. How'd you grow up? How'd you grow up?
I grew up pretty normal, man. Just when I was born, we lived in a trailer on the church property. My mom was a youth minister over there. And then I don't even know what age I was, maybe like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we eventually was out of there, and we lived in our house now. Right, okay.
And what brought you to just, wanting to fight? Because you have that fighter spirit too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just drunk and fat a couple of years ago, and now I'm drunk and not as fat now, and I'm fighting fellas.
Right, okay. Wow, so tell us about how'd you get started to fight? Like, coming from Tampa, like what was your motivation? Who did you see? What drove you to start fighting?
Nah, because I was a YouTuber for a long time.
Okay.
Attempting to be, especially for a long time before I became a boxer. And then I wanted to get in better shape. I was like 225 pounds. I wanted to lose some weight. My buddy Taylor was boxing at the time, and he kind of helped me get into it.
Okay.
Train with me and stuff like that. It was just to lose weight at first, but then influencer fighting, was already going. It was already a thing. So I wanted to get in there and fight some other YouTubers. Never thought it would be like it is now, but that was the plan.
That's great, man. And, you mentioned Taylor. I think we saw him this weekend in Orlando, man. And I love you guys' relationship and how you guys, like, if you take a look at these guys when they roaming around without security, sometimes I'm with them, so I play my part. The whole team plays a role, but when I'm watching from the rear and watching them, they're so humble, taking pictures with all the kids and anybody who comes up to them, and they're just so grateful to even be in that position, because I done worked for a lot of celebrities, and I saw a lot of nasty stuff. I could tell you what, BDave has good energy, and he takes a picture for everybody, even if he's tired.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
We're just normal guys at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, that's good. I mean, not too normal, because now you're doing your thing on TV, and you inspiring in the world. I saw your fans this weekend at the Jake Paul fight. You got a lot of fans, man.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of fans.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I came at the end of it, and I saw how many people. I'm like, man, look, like, I saw you 2 years ago, and I saw you now, and I'm like, look at this.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm blessed, honestly.
Man, tell us about what you had.
There's a few people to thank for it, a few people to definitely play their roles. I mean, a couple of my buddies, Taylor, Cam, a bunch of people who have helped me along my way. And then get up here now it's like Coach, Ashen, Coach Zoe, the boys in the gym, Minicon and all that. Like, we all play each other's role in each other's lives. Definitely. And like, help each other out when we're down, and like that's kind of like especially now, which what I really need, even though like I might be in a better position now than I was, but I still need like a lot of help in a lot of things. And
Right.
and luckily for me, those people are there to like play that role, especially coach.
And you know, it's crazy. He talks about it, and it always takes a village to raise a family. And the fact that you say that, and I see it. I see Coach Ivan. I see all the coaches. I see Jack Rabbit, the legend. Shout out to the legendary gym, Jack Rabbit in Long Beach, where I'm from.
Hell yeah.
Right across the street from Poly High, right next to my dad's best friend church, Glenn Lassiter. That church right next to the gym.
I know.
That's
the
my
church.
dad's best friend. My dad grew up since they were 10, 11 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know Glenn. I know his kids. I know his wife. Like, if you ask him, like, hey, you know Joel, my dad's a minister. So if you know Bishop McIntyre, you know his son. They're going to be like, how you know him? Because I've been around them. I've been raised with them 40, 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so Long Beach is small, and I'm happy to see you in Long Beach, man, and just to see the intensity that you have, man, and see that village, that Jackrabbit, like, we got something coming from Long Beach. We're not just good at, like, Long Beach is known for good sports players, good rappers, gang banging and all that, but we got some good athletes coming out. You, Ashton, man, like Ashton, that kid is so talented.
Man.
Alley Cat, like, shout out to Alley Cat. He 3-0, you know, and that kid right there is special. If you see all of you guys together, y'all just as humble. Y'all don't want no issues with nobody. Y'all chill.
Alley Cat Gwesh, he just turned pro.
Right.
He was the #1 amateur in the country last year
Talk
or this
about it.
year. And then he turned pro like maybe 3 months ago. He's 3-0 already. He's out the gate. And mind you, not taking easy opponents. Like this guy he just fought was 1-0 but as a pro. So early on in his career, but 3-time Golden Glove champion.
Wow.
You can tell when this guy walked out, he came out there to win. This was not go and fight a bum. This was fight a guy who is trying to win. Like more than trying to win. Like he thought 100% sure he was going to win, and he got smoked. Like,
that kid is special.
Yeah.
And coming out of Jackrabbit Gym, I saw what he did in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And, you know, just all the fighters, hand down, Coach Ivan, I went to school with him. Me and him played on the same football team, so we knew each other as kids. And I'm just happy and proud to see what he's doing with the gym and Jackrabbit Gym. And I'll give you guys a little history lesson. My uncle used to fight out of that gym.
Oh,
my uncle Pete McIntyre, shout out to Pete. You met him before, old man. He was in the gym, 70 years old. That's my uncle. And the fact that Ivan took it and he just did a spectacular job with that gym. And got you looking right too. Look at you.
That's my home, man. I wouldn't box if I wasn't at that gym anymore. If I were to move somewhere, like I do want to move out of California really, really badly. I want to move to Nashville. I want to move back home. Or anywhere really other than California because of how expensive it is, especially, but other reasons as well. But the only thing keeping me there is the gym. Like once I move out of California, I'll be done boxing because I won't box in no other gym. Like that's home for me right there, and I don't think that I could find that same shit anywhere else.
That's special. That's a deep connection. That's a deep connection
fire.
with all the coaches, man. What's crazy is too, I went to school with Coach Zoe. So he went to Jordan. I went to Jordan. We graduated the same year.
Fire.
Ivan, he graduated a year before us. So it's just all a family thing that you guys got going on. And when I came in as the security for one of his other fighters, and Ivan had me stay around, and now he just has me now, man. Whenever I'm around, you saw, I play my role. I play my position. I make sure that you guys are okay. If I'm suited up, I'm being a security. But if I'm just part of the entourage, I'm still security because of what happened the other night. But at the end of the day, man, I love it. And I'm just happy that, you know, shout out to Ivan for bringing me along, and shout out to BDave for even just accepting me because you could have did something else with the situation.
No,
so I appreciate it, man.
Any
you
friend of Ivan's is a friend of mine. That's
right.
Like, he's basically like my dad.
That's dope. Yeah.
Like
no,
my dad passed away like 4 years ago. So Ivan's the closest thing I got. He's someone I know I can always call if I'm in a tough situation or anything like that. He'll sort it out. He'll figure a way out. He's not going to leave me deep.
There you go, man. And that's good. Shout out to Ivan, man. And then Ashton, too, your teammate, too. And, man,
my brother.
He has a fight coming up in February, and that kid is special, too. Very humble,
100%.
chill, but do not take that for granted. That skill set that him and Alley Cat and you have, like, whatever Jackrabbit has put into you guys.
That one NFL player almost took him lightly the other night. That motherfucker. He was tripping.
We're not going to even shout you out, but you knew you was wrong in that situation, bro. You knew you was wrong.
There.
Yeah, you knew you was wrong. And at the time of the matter, he didn't know he was in a hornet's nest. Everybody is fighters in that circle, but you messing with the one of the star fighters, and he don't look to me to get him out of situations. But when he looked and Coach Zoe called my name, I'm like, bro, and this is a star football player that's harassing our camp.
To be fair, you diluted the situation very well. It was about to go much more south than it did.
Way
so
more.
Good on him.
Yeah,
good on you.
Yeah, it's de-escalating. Even though I wanted to, but God was like, you got spared, bro. So just know you was in a hornet's nest and you was in deep waters, and we wasn't gonna save you. And I saved you. I put the life raft on, so we let you live, bro. Yeah, so let's talk about BDave. We're not gonna go down that road. Yeah, we're not gonna go down there.
You had me in a bad mood the entire night after
all
that.
y'all. But you know, it's crazy. Every time we step out, there's one or two guys that is just intimidated of the positive energy that we have.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, we got to activate. Let's talk about, man, your skill set and your fighting, man. Who you trying to fight next? Who's on your list? Because tell us who you fought and tell us who you trying to fight next.
Well, if you know much about my track record, if you don't, I'll tell you. I fought Nick Lamau twice. I lost one of the exchanges. I won one of the exchanges, but the fight ended in a draw because it was a tag team. It's complicated. But I really want to fight him again. That's my number one. That's my biggest rival. Mm-hmm. That's my arch nemesis, Nick Lamau.
We're gonna talk some more about him.
Yeah. I'll give him penis 7 days a week, whatever he want. I'm down. I'm waiting for him to accept a fight. It looks like he's not trying to fight just yet, so we're working on somebody else right now. But him, Alex Wasabi,
I heard of that.
Those are good fights. Yeah,
I heard him. I heard a rumor, and I heard that you stole the belt from Nick. Is that true?
Yeah.
I mean, can you talk about that? Because I know you signed a non-disclosure. I'm just fucking with you. But can you talk about that?
Yeah, he said he was filing like a lawsuit on me, or not a lawsuit, but like pressing charges on me. But I haven't heard anything about it, and I haven't been in California really much since it happened, so maybe I just missed the wave. But yeah, I broke into his house.
You really broke in his house?
Yeah, and I stole, because we tied our tag team championship fight, which was for the belts at 165 in tag team. And a lot of people thought we won. I thought we won. I can understand the tie as well, but so I went into his house and stole the belt so I could return it to my tag team partner, Luis Pineda, who lives in Mexico, who doesn't speak any English.
Wow.
But he's a great guy.
Right.
And maybe he's not a great guy. I honestly don't know. He speaks Spanish. But but yeah, I got that for Pineda.
What a great teammate, though. So you went actually and stole the belt out of this man's house.
I was on the job, man.
Wow. So you see that? He stole the belt. Did that bring you satisfaction from doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I shipped it down to Pineda. He seems to be happy, all right. I mean, I think he's happy. I don't really know.
Pineda
he
got the
speaks
belt.
Spanish.
He got the belt.
Yeah, I shipped it on down to him down there in Mexico.
Pineda, if you're watching this, please show everybody the belt.
Yeah, take a picture of it.
Take a picture of it. We want to see the story.
He doesn't post nothing on social media, dog.
Yeah.
I sent it to him. I was sure he was going to post a picture with it, but he didn't. I haven't
You
ever
don't
seen
even
it.
care. Did you ever go down there? Because you said you was going down there.
No, I wanted to, and I was planning on it, but it's just too tough of a trip down there at the time.
Right. So
I'm JR from Long Beach, California. Born and raised, now live in Sarasota, retired military. I'm a motivational speaker, and that's really big going on right now. And this content creator studio that Jen and Bessie has made is going to be very influential in the community and what's going on right now. Kids and everybody's going to join in with content and come here and leave. Just like the rappers have their studios, we have our studios now. I'm the #1 free agent motivational speaker. Catch you later.
So man, tell the kids right now, like what makes a successful YouTuber? You've been YouTubing for how long?
Like 7-8 years.
Can you tell the kids like your business intellect and your aspect and how you handle YouTube and what it takes to be successful in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, YouTube is something that you only like fail as soon as you give up, because it's like most people at least aren't born with the ability to appeal to hundreds and thousands of millions of people at a time. So you kind of have to develop that. Like, people think that you're born with humor or born with a sense of humor. I developed mine.
Right.
Like, I think that you have to learn how to do it. And especially with YouTube, there's so many technicalities of it as far as like production goes, and just how to say things, when to say things, timing, everything like that is like, it all plays a role into it. Some people are born with it. Most people aren't. But if you keep trying, you won't fail. Eventually, you'll figure it out. Eventually, you'll find your niche. Just like, dive into the culture of whatever you're trying to do on YouTube and and make sure you study the people who are doing it well, who are trying to do what you're doing.
Right.
Or who are doing what you're trying to do.
So what I'm hearing you say, you telling them, like, don't give up. Just keep going. Be consistent at it. And don't be scared to fail.
I told my parents if I couldn't figure it out by the time I was done with college, I'd quit and I'd get a job. Mm-hmm. I didn't figure it out by the time I was done with college. I graduated college 4 years ago. Today. 4 years ago tomorrow.
Wow.
And I had never followed through on that promise. But I kept trying until like the last year or so. I figured it out finally. But yeah, you only fail once you give up.
Definitely, man. You mind if we pull up your YouTube page so they can see?
Yeah, of course.
Look at that right here. This is his Instagram right here. This is BDave right here. If you see a lot of this, that's his YouTube right there. Look at that.
Link to it.
Look at that. 306 subscribers. Look at that.
And my channel's actually kind of dead right now because I've been posting a lot lately. Right. But
you got a good look at YouTube too. I like it. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right.
I remember that, yeah. You want to play that? Can you tell us what you was feeling in that moment right there? What was you feeling?
That's when I first started training at the Jackrabbit, too.
Yeah. What was you feeling? What was that feeling?
Sting?
Yeah.
I'd already done 3 rounds of it.
Man.
That stick be stinging like hell. The first time I ever felt it was that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, as soon as they hit me, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Took all your breath out.
What is that?
Yeah.
Not even my breath. It just stings so bad on your skin. It's more of a skin pain than it is like a organ or like muscle pain. It's just on your skin there.
Yeah.
The stick, it's like a bamboo stick or something, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's an old tradition.
It just stings different, but it's supposed to callus your core. I think it has because now I can take it pretty good now.
Yeah. It's good, man. Can you tell us, when did you just decide to start your YouTube channel? I know you said 6-7 years ago, but what just prompted you? What idea did you have in your head to be like, hey, I'm going to get on YouTube?
Yeah, right into my freshman year of college. I'm just a fucking ADHD kid. I'm an attention whore. Like, I just wanted to start making shit because I thought it was fun. And then I did a bunch of crazy videos that were like Jackass-esque type of videos back in the day. I still like those videos a lot, but I can't do them, unfortunately, because I can't be injured right now because I got to fight and stuff, you know, got to stay healthy. But yeah, that's basically why I started it. And then I had no idea when I started that YouTube channel a long time ago that it would take me on this ride that I've been on now. Like, much less did I think that I would still be posting on it in 5 years from then while I'm still not getting any views. I'd still be doing stuff on it. Man, I'd still be trying. And then later, little did I know, 7 years, like two years after that, I'd be doing okay on it then. Right.
What's your advice to the kids? Like, hey, well, like just, you know, hanging on and posting, and do you just throw it out there? Do you spend a lot of money on your edits? How do you pick your situation and put it on your platform?
Yeah, I mean, the longer you spend in any craft is the better you're going to be at it. But do whatever you want to do, but don't make super premature decisions in life. Like, don't decide you want to be a YouTuber at 12 and then by the time drop out of school at 15 and then by the time you're 18 you're like,
that's it.
I don't want to be a YouTuber at all.
Right.
Because, like, you know, I've gone through a lot of different phases in my life. I've wanted to do a lot of different things in my life over the years, and I definitely didn't think I would have been this before that. But I was also an adult when I decided I wanted to do it.
Okay.
And I never took it real seriously until like several years later. Okay.
Well, man, I want to actually get into some juicy questions that a lot of the fans want to hear. And your Twitter is going up, and one of your arch nemesis is going up too. So, man, tell us about the beef with Deji and how did that start? Because we're reading it and we're seeing it from the sidelines, but you got the inside scoop. So, can you tell us about Deji and how did that beef start?
Yeah, Deji's just a fat little donut hole looking bastard. You know, this fellow was the worst YouTube boxer for the first 3 years of YouTube boxing. And he just all of a sudden got okay. Like, he got all right, like a bit technical. Finally, after training that long, he finally got a little bit technical and started to figure out how to box. But even still, he's only been fighting people who, like, no offense to his opponents, are like newer in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, obviously they have less experience than him. It doesn't mean they're bad. Like Swarms, I rate Swarms big time. I think Swarms is very good.
Right.
I don't think that Swarms when Swarms fought Deji, he'd been fighting for 7 months.
Right. I remember that.
When Deji fought Swarms, Deji had been fighting for 4 years.
Right.
Like
unfair.
What's the comparison there? Yeah, Swarms got in all that good shape and everything. He looks great, but dude, 4 years to 7 months, that's like boxing is a sport where you have to dive into it and you got to spend your time in the craft, man. It's like you got to spend all of the time boxing because I feel like most people, they're not, you can't naturally like punch the way you're supposed to punch in boxing and move your head the way you're supposed to in boxing. Like you have to have a big advantage in 4 years over 7 months. I mean, Deji was a fat rapper 7 months before that. And then he obviously got into great shape, but to fight someone like that, like, and then to fight Fuzi, obviously, which was cool. Like I'm totally cool with that fight. I think it was good. He obviously beat Fuzi. But I mean, he hasn't done nothing. He hasn't fought nobody. Even when he fought people who weren't nobody, he got fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I fought Alex Wasabi, the same guy that beat him. Alex had gotten a lot better. I fought him. I almost knocked him out.
Right.
You know, I didn't knock him out, and I ended up drawing the tag team match. But it's a tag team match, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's like some stupid, like YouTube gimmick fight. Not to say that I don't love fighting tag team. I do.
Right.
But like, you can't score it the same way you do a one-on-one match.
Right.
And but I had Alex that entire fight. I'm pretty sure, except for maybe the 3rd round or 4th round.
Right.
Deji sucks, and he's fat, and he's talking shit, and
He's beefing with you. Like, what kind of? I heard that he said some crazy stuff on Twitter, or something happened on Twitter. Can you tell us about that?
He was in a podcast, and then I just started tweeting after I saw the clip of the podcast.
Right.
I was eating breakfast one morning, watching the podcast with him in it, and then I saw it in there, and so I tweeted at him, and I said basically what I just told you. I was like, "You've been boxing 4 years, buddy. You ain't fight nobody like with any similar type of experience as you." And I told him I bet I might take him to school.
And what did he say?
He didn't say nothing.
He didn't respond?
No, he hasn't responded.
Deji's always online. He's always responding and doing his thing. He didn't respond to you?
He'll have to respond one of these days.
Yeah, Deji, you're going to have to respond, man. Let us know. Ain't his brother KSI? Oh, yeah, you got to respond, bro. You got to respond, and you got to do it in a timely manner because BDave wants to smoke, and either you respond or you shut up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Put up or shut up.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah. You got anything that you want to say to him on live?
Yeah, I say me and him halfway through the year, all day.
All day. You hear it, Deji? He calling you out?
Let me fight Nick Lamau real quick.
Okay.
Let's go to Deji after. I'm down for that.
I heard a crazy thing too. Also coming through camp and the whispers, man. Are you? Is Nick Lamau's ex-girlfriend your girlfriend? Or are y'all dating the same chick? What's going on right there?
See, the thing is back in high school.
Oh wow.
I took Nick's girlfriend to prom. I actually have a picture of it. I'll send it to you. You can put it up.
Is this real or just YouTube?
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh wow.
So yes, me and her were prom dates.
Okay.
But I mean, I can't say too much outside of that. I don't want to speak disrespectfully on her. Zoe's a nice girl, and she's a great prom date.
Okay.
And
so Zoe's from Tampa.
No, she's not.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, she's not. I made a special appearance.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So I don't know if you knew that, Nick. So, you know what I'm saying? Now you really got to fight BDave because he had your girlfriend before you, bro. I don't know how to take that.
Nick's a fucking cotton swab, buddy. Last thing I'm worried about is Nick Lamau.
Wow.
I'm his uncle.
Well, Nick, you better respond. Deji and Nick, y'all better respond because BDave he gonna call you out. BDave, tell us what's your top 5 hit list in 2024.
Top 5, gonna have to start with Nick on top. You know what I'm saying? Because that rivalry is just real. Like in the beginning when I first fought him, it wasn't that deep.
Right.
But then tension starts to rise. If you're fighting somebody for 6 months, I was fighting him for 6 months, dude. Right. We had that fight, then the tag team fight. Like, we just have to get it done one-on-one. So I think I want it. I think the fans want it. I'm pretty sure. And then that's my first one. Then next, Deji. That's a good one because, he's a fat donut hole. The problem is I don't know if we can get to a close enough weight because, he's fatter than shit. And I'm only 155 pounds fighting at right now. So I'm a little bit bigger right now. I'm on vacation. Don't judge me. I ate Chick-fil-A. I've been drinking Tito's. But yeah, Deji. And then Alex Wasabi. you know, it's hard to hate Alex Wasabi. I'm gonna be honest. He's a sweet guy, but I'll beat the fucking dog shit out of him if he wants it. He can get all the penis, and then
that's 3.
Who's fourth? Fourth. Bryce Hall. That'd be a good one. We used to be.
Y'all was cool back in the day.
We used to be buddies back in the day. We used to film together all the time, and then he kind of ghosted me out of nowhere, and then I just never talked to him again. So, and then now he wants to come back into boxing. Honestly, I think he's not very good at boxing. Not to say that I'm some, you know, God-given ability or anything, but I think I fuck him up as long as we can make some weight that makes sense. Because, like I said, I've dropped a lot of weight. And then 5th, there was this one fella, and I don't think anyone will even know who he is, but there's this one fella who was chatting shit to me when I first started fighting on Misfits or somewhere around there. He goes by Dad. His name's Nathan. I can't remember his last name.
Never heard of him.
But he's a real crazy wild fighter. He's 2-0 in boxing with 2 first-round knockouts. But he's fucking dog shit. He's been handed 2 trash cans. I'll wipe the floor with him. I wipe the floor with him. He's 40 years old.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to show him what these young muscles can do, you know? Wow. If he's ever around the place, I'm down to get him in there too.
Right. Definitely.
And then we'll just throw out there for fun. KSI.
KSI. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the weight probably won't make sense, and I'll probably get spanked. But you know, I'll fight you and take a payday, bud. You think that I'm scared of getting fucked up? I get fucked up for a living. That's my job all year.
You hear that, KSI? He calling you out at the end of 2024, man. I love BDave's energy, and man, and from the first time I met you, I knew you were special, and I saw what you were doing, and I saw how hard you've been working, and you know, you seem like a regular guy, but you know, deep down inside, man, it took hard work to get to where you at. So kids, don't take it lightly. Like this, he has put in work, and he didn't quit. You know, he went through a lot of failures, and now he's here, and he's on the big stage, and he still remains who he is. You know, if you see him 100%. By himself, he'd just be chilling. He'd smile. He'd take a picture with you. He's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He's a friend. He's a friend of mine. And you know, I want to ask you too, man. Like, what do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Shit. Probably living on my buddy's couches or something again, just like before. I don't know. I can't box for 10 years probably. I'm already 25. I guess I could box till I'm 35. That dad fella is 45 probably, so.
And you want to beat him up.
Yeah, I mean, that's not close. I'll wipe the floor with him. But I don't know. 10 years, hopefully, you know, it'd be fire.
What?
Is if after boxing and everything like that, I built a big enough name for myself with boxing, with the help of Misfits and everybody else, and was able to be like a late night talk show host, like Jimmy Kimmel or something like that. That'd be fire.
I mean, you could do a late night on here like this.
Yeah.
This is late night, you know? Like now everybody got you
Don't
on.
look at me with those eyes and talk about how late at night it is, because I'll fuck you.
That's his YouTube right there. He knows, man. But you know, no disregard to that one right there. BDave was off the chain. He got a huge personality, and he's just a sweet man, kid, man. And I appreciate
what are you laughing for back there? I'll fuck you too. Fucking scumbag. You think everyone in this bitch won't get dick? You're crazy.
He's off the chain, man. Hey, man, tell me one more, man. How do you deal with doubt and fear? You know what I'm saying? Do you?
Well, I'll tell you the most scariest thing ever is getting in the ring before you fight. Not as bad now. Last fight, it was pretty crazy.
Butterflies?
But butterflies doesn't like really do it justice. It's like your whole body
shakes,
comes down with this anxiety cloak over you, and it's just like feels like you're glued to the floor, or like you could take a nap. But in reality, you couldn't go take a nap. But once I'm out in there, you know, shit kind of fucks off, and then I feel like $1 million trillion and I'm ready to fight.
That's crazy. And that's good that you tell the kids that, man.
Yeah, I deal with that like I pray a lot, dude. Before a fight, I call Taylor and I call my mom, and each of them pray with me. Sometimes we're on a group call, sometimes it's independently. But I pray every time. I pray a lot before I fight. I pray every day several times, but really like a long prayer. I do short prayers throughout the day,
Right.
but long prayer, that's before I fight. I'm thinking.
That's good, man. I'm glad that you mentioned that because I always mention prayer in business and entrepreneurship because it takes a good vision and a good prayer to keep your vision going. And when we get weak and we get, we start to worry. Like I got a text, a DM today from one of your fellow friends, and he's struggling. And I wanted to tell him and look him in his eyes, but I also want to let him know that, at the end of the day, we endure a lot of hardship in the world, and mental health is really big. So I want to touch on that, mental health. Like we don't acknowledge it because a lot of males, we run away from that, and we have to understand to embrace that because if you raise your hand saying that something is wrong, I'm going to tell you right now, you're the strongest person in the room. So I'm letting you know, C-Mac, that you're the strongest person in this situation and understanding that, you have real friends like BDave and Taylor Holder and people like me that understand what you're going through. And I know that you subconsciously know what I'm talking about. And I just want to let you know that we are here. And prayer, man, we pray all the time. And I'm connected to prayer because my father was a bishop, so he taught me how to pray, and that gives me warmth and comfort knowing that you take time to even pray. No matter what, you have a foundation, and that's what I want you to understand is keep that foundation because I keep it. No, I was in war and I prayed and I stopped. Every time I go through anything, good or bad, I stop and pray. So that does me warm to let you letting the world know and let me know that you pray because that means that you care a lot about yourself.
Yeah, and what I try to set aside is like it's easy to pray during hard times, but it's harder to stop, especially with me, harder to stop and think about praying during good times and thanking God for things.
Right.
You know what a good thing, what a solid prayer I can always make is thank you for my safety.
Right.
Thank you for my friend's safety.
Look at that.
Thank you for my people flying here safely, all of us together.
Right.
Thank you for this, that, and the third car trips, the drive here from my mom's house. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting me here safely. Thank you. That's my biggest thing is safety because, my dad died in a freak accident. I had a couple other friends die in freak accidents. The biggest thing for me is every time you get in a car or anything could happen. You could be surrounded by somebody who you don't even know has a problem with Jim Bob down the street and Jim Bob's about to come kill him and you're about to get shot in the you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm a very paranoid person.
No, it's situational awareness. I'm the same way. I know when we be out, you see me, I scan the whole room. I look at everything.
100%.
I naturally play my position. If they're walking, I'm to the angle, and they understand what I'm there for, and they know. And no matter what, in that whole little situation, everybody has a role to play. But we all believe that prayer is the biggest situation. And I will ask you this last question, man. Like, what is your biggest takeaway from this year and having to fight so many times? Because I heard that you fought the most in Misfits.
Most active
How many
fighter,
times did you fight
5 times this year?
5 times in a whole year.
Once in December too, so 6 times.
6 times.
In the last year from now.
He put his work in and he did his thing, and you set the standard. And you're a kid from Tampa, and and you just letting the world know who you are, and that's special because everywhere we go, I remember when we was overseas, everybody, kids running up to you, and it just does my heart good to see that you're a genuine person.
Thank you, man.
And they see that, and they love you, and your fans care about you, and keep doing what you're doing, man.
The boys are lit.
Yeah,
the boys
man.
are a bunch of badass jits, just like me.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. So, anything you want to leave your audience with, anything?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who's watching this podcast. Thank you, everybody, for watching for me, watching for him, everybody. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. And it's a one-sided meet and greet meeting, but cheers.
Definitely, man. And, thank you guys for tuning in. Man, I just want to leave you guys with something, too. Celebrate the process and the positive people that was in your journey. And basically, we talked about all the positive people that was in BDave's journey. We talked about the Jackrabbit Gym. We talked about his hit list. We talked about his arch nemesis. We talked about how he grew up and his love for YouTube and the educational pieces that he teaches and that he shows in his entrepreneurship mindset. Like, it takes a lot of work to make YouTube work. Yeah, you could put out a lot of content, but it's a difference between putting out content and documenting his life. And I tell a lot of people that because I'm a business analyst. A lot of people are putting out content. BDave is documenting his life. I document my life. This is what we do on a daily basis. What you see right now on the stage and him sitting next to me, this is what he does from day in to day out. This is who he is. He didn't have to get ready. We didn't read no script. He wasn't nervous. He got up here and he told you guys how he felt, what he's doing. So I appreciate that, BDave. And that makes me feel good because no matter what, it's networking in business. And no, we are friends, but we also run businesses. You run YouTube. I run my podcast. I'm a speaker. I'm motivational speak. When I'm with you, I do security, man. And I'm grateful to be around you, man.
I'm grateful to be around you too, bro.
Thank you, brother. No, appreciate it.
Of course.
And no matter where you go, like, I know I hop in sometimes in your DM and be like, hey, you need me. But you already know I'm just a phone call away.
You're always
there. What I'm saying? You pick up the phone, you call me, JR. I talk
anything.
to you. I got you for anything. And no matter what, and let the boys know, let everybody know, like, hey, you know what? We solid. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, we're going to do what we got to do, man. And I appreciate you.
Sir.
Man, thank you guys for listening. And kids, tune in to your next show, man. BDave, man, I'm going to try to bring him back. I think he's going to be back in February. He got some good news to tell us for next year. So I'm going to try to bring him back in February so he can put the good news out. Thank you guys for watching, man. Good night.
Capsule. They're mad 'cause he told the truth.